of the World Surf League Championship Tour, fresh off crowning Tyler a champion for the first time in her career. And on the men's side as well, we'll have a brand new winner on this iconic wave. Joe Turpel with Richie Lovett, a longtime CT standout. It really looked like it was the Tyler show in the last heat. How's this one going to play out in these conditions? Who's the favorite? Filipe versus Callum.
He could be on the medium-sized one or the slightly average-sized wave, and he'll be able to turn it into an 8 or better.
Light on his feet, but he's got quite an attack off the top. Beautiful sweep for Toledo to get this one started. Recovers after that last over the top, and we'll see Callum get started. Nice transition of carves for both athletes. Digging in on the open face again is Callum. Foam climb for Robson while Toledo's looking for a finishing move. Nice clean wrapping cutback for Toledo. Speed float into the inside, snap to slide. He stays on his feet. Callum loses his finish.
That's a leg burner all the way to the sand. And he just did not stop, did he? Just section after section, Filipe was just building the whole way.
He's got 10 CT wins. Let's look to see what happened on the start of his first wave.
Yeah, just a check back down onto the bottom to get things started. Puts him in the right position. Almost lost it there, Joe, but regains. A little sloppy on that turn there, but then picks it up again. And Filipe sees that this wave is actually going to build down the line, and that's what happens with Rincon. As it gets closer to the shore, it starts to pick up the swell line, which is reverberated off the bowl, starts to jump again all the way through, and then bang, finishes off with a nice little tail slide. Callum outside, bringing his brand of power surfing to the long walls of Rincon. Nice wrap back into the pocket. Comes up and through the foam from behind. Slams it through the lip again. So some good power surfing, sort of matching, even surpassing Filipe in the intensity and the gravity of his turns. And unfortunately, like Carissa,
I'm pretty over the moon, and I'm beyond stoked.
And we could see it all throughout this event. You wanted it. The emotion was there in every heat, something we haven't seen from you in a while. And so we could tell that you wanted it. How hard did you work?
And he really will be able to open up soon. Let's look at the replay here. Filipe stretching out on that long, grinding roundhouse cutback, up and over the foam again, coming from behind it, straight back into the pocket. So good variety to this point. Shows some patience here, and then jams the full wrap. Streaking down the line when you already was setting up for, bang, hits the alley-oop, comes down without a hiccup, doesn't lose any speed at all, and then goes right-o, another section. Let's hit it again, and then just go for that frontside rotation that he just has on absolute lockdown. Great aerial view there, and you could see the whole bottom of his board. Full rotation, and then streaking down the line here. So taking advantage of these little cupped out sections towards the shoreline. Just using the wind to his advantage, Joe. And most aerialists, they'll sort of shy away from the airs, really, when we have this strong offshore wind. But Filipe has this ability to keep his board well and truly glued to his feet.
So impressed. I don't know if a wave could really explain that he is the king of variety on tour more than this one.
Another note, this wasn't a huge set wave either in terms of what we've seen at Rincon. This was a sort of smaller to medium-sized wave. You're almost washing off speed sometimes because the power of the wave is helping you. So in a lot of ways, the smaller waves are more taxing on your body.
That have brought this trophy home to Brazil. From Italo Ferreira in 2018, Adriano de Souza back in 2013. As we've got Callum Robson. Deep behind the whitewater, big section, floats it. Right into a drive, into the open face hook. Nice fade and cut back again. Caltex belts the lip. Deeper off the bottom, crushes it vertically. He's on a roll. Nice hammer again. Robson drives off the bottom and crushes another. The style above the air, like Parco, how he made things look so easy. Sometimes maybe he didn't get the big score. I feel like Toledo does so much work above the lip. It makes it so easy as well.
This was a great wave for Callum, right on the edge of being too big, but just the perfect size that it hit the reef at Rincon and then stretched out, and it actually grows in size as he comes down the line here. And just have a look at this. Callum Robson is just tagging this wave, one manoeuvre after the other, crushes the lip on the final turn.
Back to Toledo. Just racetrack section for Toledo. Here comes the pond. Big full row. Soft landing, and he'll step off. Just when you think Toledo's about to run away from it, just when you thought it was Mick Fanning's heat the other day, just when you thought Miguel Pupo might be taking the win, Callum Robson reminds everybody he's here to play the game and play it well.
Let's have a little look at what happened with Filipe waves out the back. Just hammers that first section, little sleepy on the second turn and the third. But then as it started to wall up here, Filipe just biding his time. He knows what's down the line. He had eyes set on the lip here. Only thing he had in his mind right now was to take to the air. A bigger, better front side rotation. But when I think about what he did to connect it, Joe, it's I'm not sure I'm going to pay off the work he did out the back. It was only really whatever score's going to drop is going to be on the strength of that one maneuver there.
So impressed how he can make that just an easy transition move. The softest landing. Filipe has a decision to make here with priority. Callum looks very interested and forces Toledo to go. Deep behind the whitewater. Flies through that float. Hits the oncoming section. Another climb, sitting ultra deep. This is one of the fastest guys on tour. And if he can't catch up with clear water, I don't think anybody can. Filipe makes a move here. Under priority, he'll just throw a carve down to peel out that rail line on the sharp eye. Callum Robson looks for a 6.98 on this wave. Wave staying really full on the takeoff. Two sweeping carves for Robson. Big sweep off the top again. Nice series of forehand turn.
So he's got a bit of work to do.
And a guy that loves to work hard, doesn't mind being an underdog. He's gonna paddle hard for this one. Toledo was not interested. So Callum's gonna take it, looking for a 6.98. Snap to start behind the section. Throw tail reverse. He can't hang on. Current world #1 and now a champion at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. Filipe Toledo takes out Callum Robson on finals day.
What a moment there, and the gravity of the situation really starting to sink in for Filipe Toledo. 2022 Rip Curl Bells Beach champion. History tells us, Joe, that the Bells champ often goes on to win the world title, so a little premonition there.
Kaipo Guerrero is with Toledo.
Filipe, you now got a big bell for your trophy room. How do you feel right now?
Oh man, best feeling in the world. Best birthday party ever. Birthday present, man. Can't complain. It's been amazing. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. I'll see you on the beach.
All right, have it. Congratulations to Filipe Toledo.